All right. Welcome to worship. Our chalice lighter today is Aaron. So you can light your chalice along with Aaron and say the words.
Morning. We light this chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. And this is the church of the open mind. This is the church of the loving heart. This is the church of the helping hands.
Thank you, Aaron. And now we're going to sing our song this morning, and it's a verse of Enter, Rejoice, and Come In. And Alan has shared it in the chat, and you can sing along with me. The words are, open your ears, everyone. Ready? Take a deep breath. Open your ears, everyone. Open your ears, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. All right. So today we are going to look inside our toolbox and see what's in there. And in the toolbox, we have something very exciting, which is a stethoscope. I am really excited about this tool. It's a tool of listening. You put these in your ears, and then you can listen to your own heart. You can take a deep breath and listen to your own lungs. Now I'm going to pretend that I can hear your heart and your lungs. Ooh, sounds great. Wow. So you know, doctors and nurses spend a long time practicing their listening to be able to tell whether your heart and your lungs are healthy. And listening is also an incredibly powerful spiritual tool. Listening is something that we can do. It is the beginning of love and the beginning of kindness, and it is one of the most important tools that we can use to have strong spirits and to be good people. I want to tell you a story about listening today. It's a story called Charlie and the Terrible Day. Charlie had a terrible, terrible day. Charlie was walking home from school, sagging and dragging. Charlie was sangry, sad and angry. Charlie walked up the front walk, walked into the house, slammed the door. Charlie kicked off their shoes in the pile of shoes by the front door. And instead of hanging their backpack on the hook by the front door, Charlie threw the backpack on the ground because Charlie was angry and sad. But Charlie was a part of a big, big, loud family, not a very good listening family. And Charlie walked into the kitchen and it was so loud. The dog was barking. The kitchen was full of people. Mom came up to Charlie, gave Charlie a kiss on the forehead and said, "I'm off to work now. I'll see you tomorrow, Charlie. Don't forget to brush your teeth." Charlie's like, "Mom." Mom was out the door. "Dad, making dinner." Dad says, "Hey, Charlie, how was your day?" Charlie said, "I had a terrible day." Charlie's dad said, "Just a second, Charlie. I'm fixing dinner. I don't have time to listen to you right now. The kitchen timer is going off and I have to drain the pasta." And Charlie's dad turned around back to the stove. Then Kelly, who was the number 2 child, said, "Charlie, you think you had a bad day. You should have heard about my bad day. let's see, I messed up a spelling test. I left my lunchbox at school. My day was much worse than yours. Then Jamie, who was the oldest and kind of bossy, as oldest children tend to be, said, Charlie, you're late, and I had to feed the dog, which was your chore today, and so you have to do my chore today. You have to set the table. Charlie's so discouraged. So then Charlie goes into the family room, and the twins, Cricket and Taylor, are playing some incredibly loud video game, some kind of racing game which has lots of music and explosions. So terrible. And Cricket yells out, Charlie, Charlie, I beat your high score. I beat your high score. And then Taylor says, Charlie, Charlie, Cricket beat your high score. This day is just getting worse and worse. Charlie flops down on the couch next to Grandpa, just so discouraged. And Grandpa turns to Charlie and it said, Charlie, sounds like you had a bad day. Charlie looked at Grandpa and said, yes, I did. I had a terrible day. And Grandpa says, you want to talk about it? And Charlie said, yes. Tell me about it, said Grandpa. And Charlie said, such a terrible day. This was my week to take the class gerbils home. And I've been waiting all year for my chance. And Mr. McNabb said that I could bring the gerbils home this week. And I was all ready. I had spent all week. I made these like cool maize out of paper towels for the gerbils when they came to my house, and I was all ready. And then Mr. McNabb was sick, and the substitute said, whose turn is it to take home the gerbils? And Alex raised their hand first and got to take the gerbils. And Alex has already had the gerbils before. And I raised my hand, and the substitute didn't call on me, and nobody listened to me. And so I didn't get to take the gerbils home this week. And Grandpa said, wow, Charlie, sounds like you had a really bad day. Sounds like you were really looking forward to taking the gerbils home this week, and the substitute teacher didn't let you have a chance. Nobody listened to you. And Charlie said, nobody listened to me. So terrible. And then Charlie just curled up next to Grandpa and felt much better for the first time all day because somebody just listened to Charlie's story. Listening is incredibly important. It's the beginning of love. And listening is paying attention to what somebody's saying, actually paying attention. And it's something that you don't have to be old like Charlie's grandpa to do. It's something that we can all do. And one of the easiest ways to show that you're listening to somebody is to just say what you heard. So notice that Charlie's grandpa said, it sounds like you had a bad day. It sounds like you were looking forward to having the gerbils. It sounds like the teacher didn't listen to you. When you just repeat back to somebody what they said, they really know that you heard them. And it seems like a small thing to do, but it's a way of showing love and kindness. And if you become a good listener, you can make your family better. You can make your friends better, your team, your school, your work. And if we listen to each other in the wider world, we can also make our world better, because listening is the beginning of love and kindness, and it is also the beginning of justice, which is very important. So, for our time together today, what I would like you to do is to listen to each other carefully in joys and sorrows, and then I would like us to play a listening game. I mentioned that everybody should bring something that makes a noise, and that you make the noise off camera and see if the other people in your breakout group can guess what it is. So if you hear this, what do you think it is?
A bell.
If you thought it was a bell, you were right. Now listen to this. What do you think this is?
A stapler.
Scotch tape. So we will be back in 15 minutes to extinguish the chalice, and Alan is going to zoom us to our breakout rooms.